Welcome to another video. Today I have this smart Wi-Fi camera system, security system that kind of plugs into a bulb attachment. So as you can see, this has like a attachment that looks like a regular bulb. So you can put it in your light fixtures that are already existing, and you don't have to kind of drill a camera into the wall or anything like that. It also has a built-in light. So if you use Alexa or something like that, you can always just, instead of hitting the switch, you can just say turn on the light and have that setting going, so you can use it as a light or a focus light. Comes with night vision. It has 2 cameras, so you can zoom up to 10x, which is pretty cool. It has a 360-degree turning capability, as well as 120-degree up and down capability. It has 2-way audio, AI detection, so it can kind of start recording when there's people and things like that. So it's pretty cool. You know, it promises a lot of things. I'm not sure if it'll pan out in practice, but we're gonna go ahead and set it up and see how it works. I'll leave a link to the product in the description below as usual. All right, so this is the product. Comes with a little manual, and it looks like a SIM removal tool. I don't know what that is. I think that's maybe to reset it in case it's not working well. We'll read through the instructions and see what it's like. All right, there's a little sticker protecting the camera here. I'm gonna take that off. Okay, so this is the device itself. You can see the multiple LEDs on both sides. You can see the 2 different cameras. So you have the 1x and then the 10x, and then there's like the hybrid in the middle. And the camera has a wiggle both sides. I'm not gonna wiggle it by hand because I'm sure it's all motorized. Okay, let's look through the manual. All right, so looking through the manual, this, as I expected, this is the reset pin. We're gonna hold on to that. Essentially, you have to download the IPC360 app. So I'll download that, make an account, and get back to you. So the app is called IPC360. Okay, so I have the app installed. We're gonna take the bulb out of here. So as you can see, this metal part is getting in my way of the view, so I may have to change the light fixture. It's pretty easy to change for me. I just take these out and I can change them up, but we're gonna try to set it up without taking the light fixture off. Before I plug it in, I do want to show you a few things on the device. So you do have a micro SD slot here. This is the reset button. This is a speaker to be able to communicate. And then there's the cameras in the front, and this is the connector on top. Okay, so I have the camera plugged in. I did take the fixture around it off, and we're gonna hit the switch to turn it on for the first time. You have to wait a few seconds, and as you can see, it's turning now. Once it makes that sound, we can go ahead and turn on the app here and add device, allow, next, let's see. Okay, and you have to scan the QR code on the camera here. Once you scan that, indicator light flashes red after powered on, waiting for connection. All right, so I have to wait for the indicator. I see the indicator light flashing red, so I can click next. Might be hard to see because I'm in the sun right now. Okay, so I can choose the Wi-Fi network I want this thing to connect to. if you have an IoT network, so Internet of Things network, which most of your smart devices connect to that. That's probably preferable as opposed to connecting to your regular Wi-Fi. So my router actually has a special IoT connection. That's where I connect all my things. I noticed that a lot of my smart switches and things like that would keep disconnecting from my regular Wi-Fi. So since I've connected them to the IoT network, I've had no issues. Now sometimes that connect. All right, as you can see, it said camera ready. So maybe that means it's ready, but it still says device connecting. Sometimes the IoT network may not be as strong, so since we are outside the home, maybe it might not be strong enough to connect here, in which case I will connect to my regular internet network. Okay, so backyard done. All right, so it's connected and ready to go. Okay, so you can get a trial for cloud storage, smart AI detection, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna dismiss. Let's go ahead and turn it on for the first time. Gonna mute that here so we can pan, tilt, and there's lots of, you can turn on the siren. So you can turn on the siren, you can record, capture. Let's go ahead and change the angle. Let's go ahead and pan. I'm gonna point it towards the front where I wanted to look at. It's very easy. You just hit this to turn, and there is a delay in the camera moving, so when you're first setting it up, you want to go ahead and be outside while you do it. If there is a certain zoom and tilt setting you like, you can go ahead and favorite it. It's called collect on the app, but that means favorite. Okay, now that we're back indoors, I want to kind of show you the app. So right now, this is what I've set my view to. But if I wanted to, sorry for the dirty hands, I was handling the light fixtures and things. But if you want to zoom in, you kind of just tap and it kind of zooms in. It's kind of a hybrid zoom between 1x to 10x. And then you can pick whatever zoom you want. You can record from here into the SD card, or you can record onto your phone. So let's go ahead and select some. So right now I don't have any SD card installed. So when I hit capture, it's gonna say add to your photos, yes. And so it's gonna add that picture to our photos. If I click record, same thing, it'll start recording. And we can stop. And this is the photo it captured. Obviously not great quality because it's over Wi-Fi, but if you have the SD card installed, it's gonna be a little bit better quality. And this is the video. For the alarm system to work, where it detects a person, you need either an SD card installed or you need a subscription to their cloud plan. Overall, I'm happy with what I'm getting with this device. It only costs about 20 bucks, less than 30 bucks. Really good device for what I'm getting. It isn't meant for weather exposure, so this is pretty exposed. There's no awning on top. So I am going to buy a different light fixture to kind of mostly have it covered. What I had would have worked, but it would kind of have a little metal bar right here, which is not optimum. You can see the green light blinking there. That means it's working. There is a mode called trace mode, and I turn it on, so as I walk around, it's following me. So trace mode works pretty well. So as you can see, the AI feature to track as people try to approach your door, it works pretty well because it's tracing me pretty well just walking around. So seems like it's a device that works well. I'm gonna go ahead and set it all up with the SD card and all that. If you have any questions, leave it in the description below. Otherwise, like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next one.